Keep it going, babe. Let's keep printing. It's a piece of paper anyway, right? Let's keep printing, guys. Just stupid. We're owing and owing and owing. We're printing and printing more debts. It seems like a joke at this point. Guys, it's going to continue. The ceiling debts has gone up. It's perpetual debt at this point. Okay? The USA currently owes 32 trillion and continues to owe. Okay? And who are they owing it to? I'll let you guess. The rich, not you. Yeah? But you're paying. Okay, you're going to pay, but it's to the rich. Okay? You're owing 32 trillion. I'm sure you're thinking the US are very useless. Oh my God. How stupid can the government be there? Oh my God. Trump, Obama, Biden. Your government is not any better. Okay? 32 trillion. I've got some numbers here. Okay? In the US, again, just this year, they're owing 32 trillion. China, 15 trillion. So these are top economies, developed economies that are owing money. 15 trillion. Japan, not too far off. Again, an aging population there. So how are they going to pay that back? Or who's going to pay that back? There's anyone left there? Okay, it's going to be the young people there. Young people, few people that are going to be there, are taking care of the old there, will be the ones paying down this debt or interest, because the interest goes up and the debt goes up every year. Okay, so that's what in the Japan 10 trillion. Okay, sure, we're looking at those countries going, oh my God, that's useless as well. I'm glad my government is better. No, they're not. In the UK, 3 trillion. And I'm sure the plan is among themselves because guess what? France, 3 trillion as well. Okay, Italy, 3 trillions. In fact, everyone is trying to hit that trillion mark. If you don't hit the trillion, you're losing. Okay, guess who's losing now? Ireland, 200 billion. That's nothing. Ireland, you need to up your game, guys. You need to borrow more. Yeah, we need to just go government, guys. Government should just keep borrowing. Okay, 200 billion is what Ireland owes. Okay, India doesn't want to be laid off. Come on, India, 3 trillion. Indian owes 3 trillion to someone. It's a top economy, very young population. They're going to pay that. Okay, Canada, 2 trillion. That's what they owe. So everyone just owing and owing and owing and owing. And it seems like a joke at this point. If you had credit card debts that you kept borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, the bank will call you to order and say, hey, you're owing too much. Okay, but it's debt at the end of the day. Someone's going to have to pay that. Guess who's paying that? We are paying it in every country. We're all linked. You're all going to pay this. Okay, you're paying the interest. Interest keeps going up. Okay, at the moment UK, the interest is so high. Okay, that at the next 5 years, they're going to pay more in interest than they pay for health and transport, just on interest alone. They're paying interest on these things. People say, oh my God, it's a government. The government can keep issuing debt. Yeah, and so is their interest rates that they keep paying. To who? The rich, not to you. They're not paying interest to you. They're paying interest to your pension, maybe. Your pension is barely enough to cover like your retirement. So the pension funds is who get the interest and the rich. They're the ones getting richer. So as the country is getting poorer, the rich are getting richer. And guess who we're blaming? Immigrants. We're gonna blame the immigrants. Let's do some numbers here because I've got obviously my YouTube channel. A few comments I got back going, oh my God, maybe the UK should stop spending on immigrants, okay? And everyone's protesting against that. Guess what? I've got some numbers here. That's true. In the UK spent 2.8 trillion on immigrants. I'm sure you're thinking that's a lot. My God, 2.8 trillion. Guess what? UK, just the immigrants that came in to study, not to work, to study. Okay, they made 49 billion. So in the UK, you pay 2.8 billion for immigrants, but immigrants that came to study paid you 49 billion on education alone. So a small fraction is all that you took. That's the damage that people are pushing everyone to protest. And let's not talk about the taxes as well that the immigrants pay. So the immigrants pay a lot more than the small fraction that we are focusing on. But you should focus on, don't get me wrong, I think you should. We should also focus on the rich. We should turn around to the rich and wait, what's happening to those interest payments? We want a slice of that. It's your money. You're not owing them. The government took it on your behalf. Talking of the government taking it on your behalf, I'm looking at Ireland here, right? Ireland, 200 billion is what they owe, okay, to someone. 200 billion is what they owe. If the whole country, if you look at it per capita, okay, that means everyone in Ireland is owing 614,000 of debt per capita, per person in that country, in Ireland. That's 200 billion. Let's not talk about the US on trillions. Like we're running out of numbers at this point. In fact, I had to look it up and say how many zeros. I bet you don't know. Pause this and look at this. How many zeros are behind the trillion? 12. That's a lot. That's 12 zeros. So put your zeros and count up to 12. That's how much people are owing. So that we're going to run out of numbers soon. And guess what? We have to go into quadrillions. Quadrillions, 15 zeros, by the way. That's coming very soon in our lifetime. So we're going to be owing that. And we keep printing and printing and printing. And then worry about crypto and go, oh, where's crypto? That's why crypto is winning, because crypto, you can't issue that. Okay, again, we're a smart payment ring provider, so we're agnostic. If it's going to be crypto, if it's going to be cash, if it's going to be pieces of paper, if it's going to be pens, we're going back to cowries, tulip, doesn't